A significant storm struck California's central coast, causing severe damage in Santa Cruz. The Santa Cruz Wharf, a historic pier built in 1914 and the longest on the U.S. West Coast at 2,745 feet, suffered a partial collapse. Approximately 150 feet of the wharf's end fell into the ocean, resulting in 3 individuals being thrown into the Pacific. Fortunately, all were rescued without serious injuries. The storm also led to tragic incidents nearby. In Watsonville, a man was fatally trapped under debris on Sunset State Beach, likely due to a large wave. Additionally, another man went missing at Marina State Beach after being pulled into the ocean by strong currents. Search efforts were hindered by worsening conditions. Local authorities have issued warnings about hazardous conditions, including high surf and strong winds, and have advised the public to avoid coastal areas until conditions improve. The Santa Cruz Wharf has been evacuated and will remain closed indefinitely as structural assessments and repairs are conducted. The severe storm that caused the partial collapse of the Santa Cruz Wharf has also led to widespread damage along California's central coast. Strong winds and heavy rain created hazardous conditions, leading to flooding, power outages, and transportation disruptions. Emergency responders have been working tirelessly to manage rescues, clear debris, and ensure public safety. Local businesses and residents near the coastline are experiencing significant impacts, as high surf has damaged coastal properties and infrastructure. Experts warn that further erosion and damage may occur if the storm persists. Recovery efforts are expected to take weeks, if not months, particularly for the historic Santa Cruz Wharf. Engineers are assessing the structural damage to determine the feasibility of rebuilding the collapsed section. Meanwhile, the community is rallying to support those affected by the storm, with shelters and aid stations set up for displaced individuals. Local authorities continue to urge residents and visitors to avoid beach areas, as additional high waves and dangerous currents are forecasted in the coming days. The recent storm that led to the partial collapse of the Santa Cruz Wharf has caused significant damage along California's central coast. In Santa Cruz County, the Capitola Wharf was split in two, and the iconic cement ship at Seacliff State Beach broke away from its pier. Local businesses, particularly those along the waterfront, have suffered extensive damage due to flooding and high surf. In Capitola Village, several restaurants experienced flooding as waves surged into the area. Authorities have issued evacuation orders for certain coastal areas and are urging residents and visitors to avoid the beaches due to dangerous conditions, including high surf and strong currents. Emergency services are actively involved in rescue operations and assessing structural damages to ensure public safety. The Santa Cruz Wharf remains closed indefinitely as engineers assess the structural integrity of the remaining sections and plan for necessary repairs. The community is bracing for continued adverse weather conditions, with forecasts predicting ongoing high surf and potential further damage.